Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 9th year of the Leadership Japan series. And I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guide committed
Japan
to your success.
fans.
Today's show, president
Look at
of
different
Dale,
types of meetings.
Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book in Japanese,
Before we get going, today's handy
is
Japanese
available
phrase is
on Amazon.
Futsukayoi.
We are broadcasting
Futsukayoi.
around the world
Futsukayoi,
from
which
Minato
means
Ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of
had a big
Japan.
Big night
This
drinking.
podcast brings insights,
mixing it up.
examples, and experience
Your hard spirits.
about
your
leading in
wines,
Japan.
your
And trust me,
beers,
it is
your
different
gin,
here.
whiskey,
Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast
vodka,
with your
who
family,
knows
friends,
what
and
the hell
colleagues.
you're
We are
putting
not
together
being
there,
sponsored by
but you
Libsyn,
are
but
suffering the
we
next
value
day.
your privacy, which is why we
You're an
have our
express man.
podcast hosted by
I am
Libsyn,
hungover. You just
who,
have to say, and this again,
unlike
very informal,
many
amongst
other
friends,
podcast
you can
hosts,
say
have a
this
strict
to a
policy
client. You'd say,
that does not allow access to
friend,
your
just say,
private information by
Futsukayoi.
anyone.
Futsukayoi.
Here is our
You're
daily
looking at your
podcast
man.
lineup on
You look
iTunes. Mondays, the
bad.
Cutting
What's
Edge
wrong with
Japan
you?
Business Show.
Futsukayoi.
Tuesdays, the
I'm
Presentations
hungover.
Japan series.
Futsukayoi.
Every second Tuesday,
Futsukayoi.
the Business
Futsukayoi.
Tatsujin no Oshie Show.
This
Wednesdays, the
is
Sales
episode
Japan series.
number
Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series.
468.
And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the
And
Japan
that means
Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top
468 means that
business
is now
interviews.
9 years. 9 years that this podcast on leadership in Japan has been running. We are now into our 10th year, which is pretty awesome. So let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about the difference between Western and Japanese meetings. Internal meetings are held for worthy purposes such as reporting, planning, and innovating. Not everyone views these meetings the same way though, and this is where we can face problems when we run meetings in Japan. Let's examine 8 sets of typical meeting issues we'll be familiar with. Number 1. Let me just try that again. Let's examine 8 sets of typical meeting issues we'll be familiar with. Number 1. Expressions of desire. The range here runs from one group who express their desires as a wish all the way to the other end of the scale where actual demands are being made. We may prefer that those who are wishing for outcomes were more assertive and just come out and ask what they want. On the other hand, we may feel confronted by aggressive team members who start making demands on us during the meeting. Number 2, winning at all costs or cooperating. Hard-driving people get things done. They brook no interference and apply their energy guile to bulldoze their way through the barriers. They have tunnel vision, only see their interests, and are oblivious to their impact on those around them. Those at the opposite end of the scale are sensitive to others in the meeting and are busily kuki or yomu, reading the air in the room in order not to offend anyone. The middle group stands up to the bulldozers and put forward their own views, willing to engage in open debate. Number 3, stress under fire. Business is highly stressful in this modern age as technology and speed of change keeps the challenges coming thick and fast. Some of the team will be stressed, but will be aggressive and add to the stress of others in the meeting. Another group also will be stressed, but hide it. So as the leader, we may not be picking up on it. Others will acknowledge they are stressed, deal with it internally, and keep moving forward. Number 4, varying communication styles. Confrontational, direct communication can cross the red line and become inappropriate very quickly. As a leader, we would prefer an honest conversation on the issues so that we can gauge the array of views on the subject. Quieter team members can have good points to make, but they self-censor and prefer to either say nothing or are very indirect in what they say. They often get run over by the more aggressive individuals in the room. Number 5, deflators, and elevators. To get to the number one position, strong individuals will jockey for position. They elevate their power by depressing the power of others. I remember being in a meeting where one of the sales guys was telling one of the admin staff that she was a cost center and he was a profit center, implying his value to the organization was greater than hers. There are others, though, who are building others up, and even some who do so at their own sacrifice. Find out more when we come back from the break. Now, today's show is brought to you by, on the 24th of June, we're having our previews for our coming courses. On the 25th of June, we'll be doing our Dale Carnegie course. That's our flagship course. Been going for 110 years. Very impressive Kaizen on that course. Great for coming out of your comfort zone, not just for things you're already good at. We're talking about comfort zone expansion, which means all the things you are crap at, all the things you don't like doing, all the things you're not good at doing, all the things that are new to you, all the things you find challenging, all the things you're trying to avoid. That is what we mean when we talk about coming out of your comfort zone. Great on people skills, this program, great on leadership, great on communication, and really great on stress management. Covers the whole shebang. That's on the 25th. On the 12th of July, we're doing more previews. On the 23rd of July, we're doing our next in our series on professional ongoing education.
Our show today is brought to you by our public programs. But
Number 6.
we also
degrees of
do
accountability.
custom-made in-house classes.
We want
Now we do
everyone to
them
be
in our
accountable
super safe classroom.
And to hold everyone
We do
else
them
to be
live
accountable too.
online, and we do them in Japanese,
Some
and we
dominant
do them
people
in
want
English.
to control everything and hold others to account, but grant themselves a free pass because they are so awesome or hardworking or a major producer. Number 7, confront or acquiesce. Being confrontational in business is a given for some people, yet for others, it is the last thing they would ever dream of doing.
Our website
They
is
may even bend over backwards to
www.dale,
avoid confrontation.
D-A-L-E hyphen Carnegie, C-A-R-N-E-G-I-E
to be
dot
passionate,
C-O
but
dot
considerate,
J-P.
and to make their
You
point.
can email me
without
at
trying to intimidate everyone else to get agreement.
greg.story@dalecarnegie.com.
Number 8.
If you like learning by watching
Thrusting
videos,
or
then we have
hiding.
over 1,000 for you
Being
there
direct
at
is fine.
Tokyo, Japan, Dale
long
Carnegie
as
TV on
it is done
YouTube.
in a
Get my
polite
best-selling books, Japan
and
Sales Mastery, the
considerate
Bible for selling in Japan,
collegiate
and
manner.
Japan Business Mastery, as well as my
Problems
new book,
arise when
Japan
the communication of
Presentations
their position
Mastery.
is done in a
We
direct,
release
even
3 TV
abrasive
shows
way because
every week on
they don't
YouTube. The
care
Cutting Edge Japan Business Show,
what others
that's a
think.
premiere business show.
The
in
other
Japan,
problem
comes
is
out
when
Mondays,
feelings
Fridays
are
we have
being
Japan
hidden
Business
and
Mastery
valid
Show, Sundays
concerns and
Japan's
views
top
not being expressed,
business interviews, where
robbing
I
the
interview
media
leaders
of
in
different
Japan,
perspectives.
from SMEs all the way up to the corporate
For
captains
Western
of the
leaders,
industry on one topic.
all of these types
leading
of meeting
in
issues
Japan.
would
Every
be
second
very
Thursday,
familiar.
we release
And
the
we grew up in
Business
business
Pro
trying to
television
find
show.
ways of
Don't
dealing
forget,
with
you can
them.
email me at
We accumulate
greg.story
a toolbox to deal with them. We go to leadership courses,
dalecarnegie.com.
which give us ideas on solutions. What happens, though, when we start running meetings in Japan in the same way? The Japanese approach to meetings is to use them as one stage in moving the business forward. There's a lot of wisdom in this area because what happens before and after the meeting play important roles. Try that again. There is a lot of wisdom in this area because what happens before and after the meeting play important roles. In the West, we tend to get into the meeting room and duke it out until we make some decisions and then everyone gets back to their job. In Japan, the meeting room itself is not the gladiatorial venue it is in the West, and almost all of the issues considered so far are subsumed by a different take on how to use meetings to get results. So, where is the toolbox for these occasions? Nemoashi, or groundwork, files down the rough edges of disagreement before the meeting starts. loud people, quiet people. Everyone is consulted prior to the meeting, and the lobbying is started so that the meeting itself is a rubber stamp on decisions already agreed to prior to the meeting proper. Any disagreements are worked on privately so that the meetings can be run with efficiency and decorum. If we come to meetings with a purely Western view, we will be expecting these flagged 8 issues in full flight, which all work perfectly well in our home environments, but we may not find what we're looking for. If we use the Nemuashi methodology, we can circumvent many of these problems. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable, immediately put into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.